Hey guys, so I just wanted to talk to you about a new bait that I've been using this year. And what the bait is, it's called a fin wing. Here's a logo. Again, it's a fin wing, the lure that swims. And what the fin wing is it's a spoon. As you can see here, it's a spoon. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up look here. This one's orange and chartreuse. It's got a gold back on it, and I just gotta have a 2-hook snell for crawler harnesses with a series of beads, overhand loop knot, as you can see, to a quick change snap, and then that's just on the split ring that comes with the spoon. So I'm lucky enough to be on Finwing's pro staff. Like I said, I just started using these this year. The first time I used them was about a month ago out on Lake Erie, and we had 2 of these. We were running 2 of these off the bow of the boat with crawlers on the 2-hook snell with beads, and these 2 off the front of the boat outfished our 6 planer boards with reef runners, husky jerks, bandits. It didn't really matter what we ran on those boards. These 2 lines, this color specifically was the best one, and this is what we ran on those 2. But these 2 outfished those 6 boards almost every day. And if they didn't outfish those 6 boards, it was a 1-to-1 ratio. So it was pretty evident right away that these things do catch fish. And the nice thing about these is, for guys that like pulling meat, you know, the speed usually is 0.9 to 1.2, 1.3 miles an hour. You can use these at that slow speed, but the nice thing is you can also run these 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, and if it's calm, even, you know, 1.9. So the nice thing, you know, about that is you can run up to crankbait speeds and cover more water than what you usually could running spinner harnesses. But you can keep that live bait presentation, and a lot of times once that water temp warms up, you know, having that added scent, having that live bait in a crawler can make all the difference. So with these fin wings, you kind of get the best of both worlds there, with having a live bait rig and also not only a bait that allows you to move at crankbait speeds, but a bait that flutters and kind of moves similar to a crankbait. Not exactly like, but you know, similar, whereas a blade on a spinner harness would just spin. So you got a couple different sizes. This is a number 3. The number 3 is a 3/4 ounce. So it itself, you know, will dive a little bit. So you got to take that into account, you know, when you use these, whereas like a spinner harness, there isn't really much weight there. Then there's a number 1, which is about half the size of this. And the number 1, I believe, is a 1/4 ounce. And then they have a number 5, which is about 2 times the size of this. So that would be more for like salmon, steelhead, trout, pike, those types of game fish. But the number 3 and the number 1 are perfect sizes for walleyes, both, you know, early in the year, midsummer, late summer, fall. You can also use these in different ways. These spoons come with a treble hook on this back split ring that I showed you. You can cast that, whether you're, you know, slow retrieving. It can be used as a topwater bait for any bass guys that are interested in a topwater bait. But you can also, you know, cast and jig. Like I said, it's 3/4 ounce, so it will sink. That's something I want to try this fall up on the bay. And you know, the other thing is you can use this through the ice. Like I said, comes with a treble on it, so you can use these through the ice. You know, they kind of flutter around, not necessarily like a jigging wrap or a shiver minnow, but they have their own unique action that triggers strikes. So I'm also looking forward to trying these through the ice. So another thing, like I mentioned, it comes with a treble on that split ring. The other thing you can do is take that treble off, because these fin wings, each one comes with not only a treble, but a single hook, a bigger single hook. So what you can do is, instead of tying, you know, a two hook snell, whether it's 2 single hooks or a treble, 2 trebles, instead of tying that snell, you can take that treble off of this back split ring and put that single hook on there. And that allows you to pull these through, for instance, like on Lake Winnebago on the south end of the lake, you know, usually mid-June to July when that water temp gets up, those weeds start to develop. You can pull these through those shallow weeds, and that single hook will give you a more weedless presentation. You can also run these spoons with snap weights. You know, tie this front part of the spoon to your main line, run out whatever amount of feet. Usually guys run 20 to 30 feet and then put a snap weight on there, whether it's 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, ounce, 2 ounce, whatever you like to run. You can also run, like sometimes I run like a 6-foot lead off of here and then go to a inline weight. But the best way that I've found that these work, whether it's just by coincidence, is on a bottom bouncer. So I have been running, this is a 2-ounce bottom bouncer, and this is what we ran out at Lake Erie. And mainly the reason for that was, like I said, we ran these off the front of the boat. So having a heavier weight made our line angle more vertical. So that what that did for us is it kept those baits further towards the front of the boat, and it allowed us to be able to have the space back here to net, you know, those fish that we had on the offshore boards without worrying about that bottom bouncer line being in the way. So there, you know, having a heavier weight, that line angle was very important. So that way we could optimize, you know, running 8 lines without having to worry about those lines being in the way, like I said, back here netting fish. But for anybody like Lake Winnebago, I know, as a lot of you guys know, the end of June, start of July, the bite really starts to get going up on the bay in Green Bay. I'm looking forward to using these. I know they catch fish up there. You know, they're great. This number 3 is a little bit bigger. Out at Lake Erie, we caught big fish, we caught small fish on them. But I know these things will be a ticket to catch some of those big females up on Green Bay. So any of you guys that are stocking up for that July, August Green Bay harness bite, don't be afraid to look into some of these. I will leave the website link to Finwing's website in the post. And if you are interested, you can send me a message and I can get you guys a little bit of a deal on these. Otherwise, if you want them shipped directly to you, you can go in and order yourself. The owner, Tim, has a lot of different colors. Like I said, he's got sizes 1, 3, and 5. But check them out. Look, see, like I said, there's a lot of colors. A lot of great walleye colors: purples, oranges, blues, reds, golds, greens, you name it. So go ahead and give them a look. Again, it's Finwing, like you see in the decal below me. Yeah, go ahead and give them a look. I think it's a great bait. I will definitely be stocking up on these as I have been making orders here. And I have people that have been contacting me wanting me to order them some. So like I said, you can contact me if you want some ordered. Otherwise, go to their website, check them out. You won't be disappointed.